Good afternoon, collectors. This is Tube Nachos, and this is a 105 card PSA blind reveal. Um, this is a quarterly special of modern football cards from 1980 to 1989, the Gridiron Greats. And the submission was shipped out the door on December 28th, 2020, and arrived back to me on September 14th, 2021. So about a 261 day door to door turnaround time. Um, the submission was at $10 per card. Uh, Probably will never see PSA will probably never another special of $10 per card. It's never going to happen. We'll see what happens. By the end of the year, who knows? We're probably looking at a bulk of $25 to $30 or maybe even more per card. So I was lucky to get this out before the price hike. So I have particular stuff here. I've got 1981 Topps football, 1986 Topps, which is my all-time favorite, 1988, and some other junk era stuff from Pro Set and Score. Not very much. 89 Topps and peak junk era stuff. So I'm going to reveal. I'm kind of preparing for the worst and hoping for the best. The way PSA has been grading lately, their standards seem to be much stricter, given the latest videos I've seen on YouTube, and I wouldn't think any different with my submission because I didn't think I was going to get any tens, by no means. But I'm hoping a lot of the older Topps cards are probably in the 6 to 8 range. Maybe a 9 sneaking in there, but I'm hoping for the best and praying and preparing for the worst. So here we go. I'll start with 81 Topps, and most of this stuff is for my PC. Some of it I might flip, but a lot of it will be my PC. And I'm trying to build a registry for 81 Topps, one of my favorite sets with the Joe Montana rookie. And it's a big set considered for a football set. I mean, 526 cards, and it's a tall order to complete a registry set with 500 plus cards. So I don't know if I'm going to complete it, but I'm going to give my best to do it. So here we go. I'll start with 81. Um, First time, I have not seen these grades yet, and I've been submitting with PSA since 2014, and this is the first time. So here we go. Got 81 Topps Kellen Winslow Super Action. And I'm thinking a 7. If I remember correctly, I did predict a 7 and get to 7. So the centering is a bit off. You can tell, like, by the centering, it's more right to left, and it's kind of tilted a little bit to the right, and then the centering in the back is pretty off. So I'm happy with that grade. It's an accurate grade. I really what I really worried about on these submissions that's coming back to me after a year is these really off grades that I've been seeing a lot on other content creators. So um, yeah. And 81 Topps Dwight Clark rookie card, and I think it's a 6. I mean, the centering is pretty bad on this one. Way right to left, and down top to bottom. I think it's 6. At best a 7. And it got 7. Okay, I'm kind of surprised there. I guess The corners were sharper, much sharper than I thought. And the surface is pretty clean. It's a clean surface. There's no little dimples or anything like that. So that's cool. Okay, so 7 on the Dwight Clark rookie. So I got 2 Ken Stablers, 81 Topps Ken Stablers. I thought these were pretty clean. The back centering's kind of off, but we'll see here. The centering in the front is nice. I like the centering in the front. I think this is an 8. I predicted an 8. The surface is good. The edges look good. I thought it deserved an 8. And it got a 7. Okay, I was off there. I must have missed something. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a little kind of stain here. Kind of hard to see on the camera. It's pretty hard. It's pretty actually, it's impossible to see in the camera, but there's a little dimple. There's a little slight stain on the lower left of the border. Oh, well, that's okay. 7. Second Ken Stabler. And I forgot, there's some soft corners there, but I'm probably thinking it's a 7 or an 8. Judging by the last Stabler, it's a 7. Okay, yeah. They are very, very tough on these 81 Topps football. I mean, I thought the centering was okay. You be the judge. I thought it should have gotten an 8. This one does not have a stain on the front. Yeah, probably that corner up there on the left there. Okay. Yeah, all right. Walter Payton, base card, 81 Topps. Pretty off-centered on the back. It's pretty bad. Maybe a slight soft corner there in the lower left. And I'm betting it's a 7. Okay. It's going to be hard to get an 8, I'll tell you that. Like, the centering's a bit off from right to left, and just a tad schmids off from top to bottom. 7. Oh, I got an 8. Okay. All right, that's nice. Walter is one of my favorite football guys growing up. Even though I didn't get to see his prime, I saw the tail end of his career, and it was pretty impressive. I started watching football when I was like 8, and Peyton was at the tail end of his career. But that's a nice looking Peyton. I like it. I'm glad I got an 8, and I predicted an 8. Okay. Moving on. Got a couple Terry Bradshaws. Terry Bradshaw at the tail end of his career, and I think I predicted an 8, and it got a 9. Okay, nice. I got a 9. I thought the centering was a little off for a 9. Top to bottom, I thought it was a little bit lower than it should be for a 9, but okay. I'm not going to complain, but I am going to dispute the grade. It's a nice Bradshaw. Look, it's pretty cool. The second Bradshaw. All right. The centering on this one was a lot better than that first one, and I did not see any defects on the surface. The corners look sharp. There might be a little dimple in the bottom there, right there. I'm thinking an 8. 8 at best, and it got an 8. Okay, cool. Terry Bradshaw, Steeler, great. And you got 2 Den Hampton rookies. I remember these were off-centered, and I was thinking maybe 7s. The surface is not great. You got some surface defects going up on the top left there, and it's way off centered right to left. And I'm thinking a 7 at best. Worst, a 6. I won't be surprised if it's a 6. It's a 7. Okay. Danny Hampton rookie. Hall of Famer. Okay. And I think this is a little bit better centered. Oh, well. Look at that. There's this really bad surface defect there out of the factory. Pulled this out of it. I pulled all of these cards out of a pack. I just love like grading vintage not vintage, older modern football stuff. It's just fun to collect and to grade. And as you can see there's a really bad surface defect there in the upper left, and I won't be surprised if it's a 6. It's a 7. Okay, so that's probably what knocked it down. I probably couldn't have gotten an 8 or a 9 if it wasn't for this really bad defect right there. So really nice. The centering's much better than the first one, and the back's pretty clean back. Yeah. I got a run of Steve Largent's. Seahawks great. He was my second favorite wide receiver growing up watching, next to Jerry Rice, and the guy was a stud in his prime. 81 tops. This one's off centered, and I think it's a 7, maybe an 8. The surface was real clean, but the centering was tilted a bit to the left. I won't be surprised it's a 7. Because it's an 8. Okay. It was overgraded. I think it was overgraded. You can see there's a lot more white on the right side than the left side. The centering is pretty clean. I mean, it's real nice. It's like 60-40 in the back, and then I honestly think it's like 30-70 in the front. I thought it warranted a 7, but okay, I got an 8. Second Steve Largent, an 8. Nice, okay. This one is actually tilted to the right as opposed to the other one. And the centering is a bit more off on the back. So that's an 8. That's nice. Okay. Beautiful. I think I'm about aligned with what I think most of it as far as the mean grades. The last Steve Largent. I thought the centering for this one, this Largent, was the best, and maybe a corner. Yeah, see, there's a corner in the upper left there is kind of dinged up. It's not a big ding, but it's enough to raise an alarm there. So I'm thinking a 7 or an 8. You got an 8, okay. An 8's like a win for me, I guess. A 9 is a bonus, and a 10 is like winning the lottery. Okay. 81 tops, Dan Fouts. I grew up a Chargers fan, so I grew up in San Diego, and Fouts, and grew up watching Fouts and Winslow. It's a cool card. Nicely centered. It's got a slight print defect on the top there. The surface looked pretty sharp, pretty clean. I think it's an 8. And you got a 9. Okay. All right. Nice. Dan Fouts, legendary Hall of Fame quarterback. Okay. Bears checklist. And what I recall, I think Walter Payton is featured on the front of the card. That's why. Yeah, they're going team leaders. Yeah, Walter Payton, Danny Hampton, and I think I thought it would be a 7. The centering is just not that good. You can tell it's tilted to the left a little bit, and I'm thinking a 7, and I got an 8. Okay, nice. All right. pretty conservative about my grades, and you know, happy with that. That's a nice card. I'm a big checklist guy. Like, I hope I'm not the only one on the collectors out there that likes checklists, but I love checklists. Football, basketball, and even baseball, and I don't know. It's just something about checklists that are so cool that doesn't even have to be the picture on your favorite player on the card. It could be just a name in a box with their name on it. Yeah, I find it fascinating. All right, Art Monk rookie card, Redskins Hall of Famer. I do remember this card was way off centered in there. There you go. Look how off centered that card is. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 6. The surface looked very dull. Not. It just didn't look right. I don't know. The quality on this particular card was pretty bad, but I was willing to grade it. I mean, just for my PC, so it's a 6, and it gets a 6. Okay, I was pretty accurate there. I mean, the centering is real bad, and the sheen on the card was just not right. Centering on the back's nice though. Centered on the back. Yeah, cool. Okay, got a couple Kellen Winslow rookies. And this is his base rookie card. And this is back in the day when Winslow was a god in San Diego, and back when back in the mid '80s. But all the trouble he got into later in his career after he retired. So this card ain't that great. I mean, you could tell there's like a surface defect there, that some yellow kind of printing stain or something. I don't know what that is. The centering's a bit off. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 7 or 6. I predicted it was a 7. Oh, I got an 8. Overgraded, I think. The eye appeal, on this one was just, I thought it warranted a 7, but it got an 8. But okay, PSA, I'll go with it. The centering in the back looks pretty decent. 40 60, I'd say, and then on the front it'd be about the same, 60 40, and same top to bottom. But you can see that up close there, that yellow above the Winslow. Okay, second Kellen Winslow. And I really like this card. I don't know why. It's just a very simple. It's not very exciting, but it's a Charger and it's a rookie. It's a Hall of Fame rookie card. So this is pretty much almost the same looking card as the other Winslow in 8. I thought it was a 7. I thought this one was a 7. Also, I thought this was a 7, and it's looking like it's going to get an 8. It gets an 8. Okay. Corners were sharp. It's a little off-centered, right, left to right. It's got that defect there also. So centering is about the same. The back. And wide receiver leaders from 1980. 81 tops. Let me see. And yeah. So Winslow rookie card, team leader, receiving leaders card. Earl Cooper and Kellen Winslow. I really off centered if you look at this thing, and I predicted a 7. I didn't see anything wrong with the surface, but you could tell the centering's way off. Right, left to right. Even here is a lot more white here than it is down the bottom here. And it got a 7. Okay, yeah. Not surprised there. Centering, I mean, the centering in the back looks pretty sharp. Yeah, I like these receiving and passing leader cards are cool. There we go, 81 tops. And next up is 86 tops. And as I knock the phone over to the right, let me grab that real quick. Okay. I apologize here, guys. Trying to get this all in order. I mean, this is the largest order I ever submitted to PSA, and I just got this stack high of PSA cards. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna drop it, and I don't know, I might crack a case. 1986 Topps football. You guys all know how incredibly condition sensitive that is. I'm not expecting 10s here. This is going for my PC, my registry. And yeah, I was really excited about 86. I love 86 Topps. It's one of the coolest football card designs of all time, I think. It's so iconic. Jerry Rice rookie card, Steve Young, Reggie White. I mean, there's so many Hall of Fame rookie cards. It's loaded. One of the most loaded football sets of all time, I think. Okay. Checklist. Here's the checklist again. I love collecting checklists. This is the last checklist. This is the very last card of the set, 396. I don't know. It's one of those things where checklists are just really tough. They're tough to find in mint condition. If any collector knows that, a checklist is in mint condition is pretty tough. Centered, sharp, clean surface, like most people mark them. You know, when I was a kid, I marked a lot of checklists, and I realized later in life that these things are collectible and they're pretty rare to find in mint condition. Even out of a pack, even fresh out of a pack, they're tough. But you know, let's start with 86 Topps, and I thought it would get a 7. The centering's off. Used to see there's a lot more yellow here on the left than on the right. The centering from top to bottom looks good, 50-50, but left to right, it's I'd say it's 70-30, and might be a little dimple there. I guess the 7. And got an 8. Okay, got an 8. Okay, that's cool. Thanks for the 8. All right, checklist 395, and this is cool. It has check the names for the Chargers team, and I don't think it has the 49ers on there, but yeah, it does. Yeah, so the 49ers are on checklist number 2. So this is checklist card number 395. It's cool because you have Joe Montana on the checklist, and you got Jerry Rice rookie card on the 161. So I find these kind of things cool. And I thought this was pretty clean. This is at least an 8. I thought the centering was there except for the top to bottom. You could tell 86 Topps is so tough with the corners and the edges because of the green. Any flaw would just stand out. Any chip, you don't even need a loop. I mean, it'll draw you right to it, and it's like, oh, there's a chip there, and there's a chip there, and the edges too are just so easy to chip. And I think it's an 8. I guessed an 8, and you got an 8. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. Yeah, let's see here. Checklist 394. So this is for the first 1/3 of the set, and I think I predicted a 8. I think it was an 8. This was a nice looking card. It was a little off centered, and got an 8. Okay, cool. Checklist. All right. Here's a common, Charles Romes. Now here's where 86 Topps gets real tough. The entire border, except for the white stripes, are green, and any little flaw is easily seen through the naked eye. And PSA is really rigid on it. Um, and I'm sure SGC and Beckett are the same way. And Charles Rome's got a 8. Okay, I predicted a 8. Oh wait, no, I predicted a 7. I actually predicted a 7. The centering's a little off, top to bottom, so you can tell that the tops, there's more green on the top, and I got an 8. Okay, so I undergraded. You got an 8. All right, cool. So I got a couple Bruce Smith rookie cards, legendary Bills Hall of Famer. These weren't that good. I really thought it was a 7. This one here has got like some issues on the edges here on the top, on the upper right corner. The centering is off top to bottom, so there's more green on the top. Centering left to right looks good. It looked like it was 55-45. I think it got an 8. Oh shit. It's at a 4. Oh man. You know what? Oh shit. Darn. There's a crease on the upper right corner there. Oh, it's plain as day. I didn't catch it. Maybe I didn't catch it when I first had it. But it's hard to see on the phone, on the camera, but there's a crease right there, yeah. Okay. Well, strike 1 on me. Second Bruce Smith. Hopefully I fare better on this one. I didn't see... Now these cards are these Bruce Smiths I've had for so long. I mean, I think I've had these Bruce Smiths for at least 25 years. I really never really looked at them except that one. I missed that one, I guess. Here's the second Bruce Smith, a little bit better centered. I don't see any creases. There's a chipped corner in the upper right, a little chipped corner on the left, and man, it's really easy to see a flaw in these cards. It's so crazy. I won't be surprised if it's a 7. It's an 8. Okay, I'm surprised I got an 8. I mean, that corner there is the eye appeal is good because of the centering, but you take a closer look at the upper corners here. It's pretty noticeable. Nice rookie card though. So all right, Andre Reed, the great Bills wide receiver, Hall of Famer. I remember this card was really off-centered, right to left. I think I got a 7. The corner there's a corner there's kind of chipped too. Other than that, the card's clean. 7 or 8, Oh, I got a 4. I think I missed the crease again. Yeah. I'm gonna take a closer look at that one. I don't remember this one having a crease, but I must have missed something. Okay. Yeah. I might have to crack that one. Can't see a crease or anything. Usually a clean looking card like this, but under the surface there's got to be some kind of crease that you don't see. So I'll just move that along. Some more 86 Topps Commons. Mick Luckhurst, kicker. Yeah, right. Why am I grading kickers? And this is for my PC, not the flip. I just enjoy this. I just love the set, and I want to try to complete it graded. So nice. I thought it was nicely centered, clean card, and a lot of. But depending on the common on this set, some of them can go for 4 figures. So Yeah, don't laugh at commons. So I'm predicting an 8 here, and I got an 8. Okay. It's really difficult to get a 9, almost impossible to get a 10. It's going to be a long run of commons here, so let's see. Ray Childress. This one's really off-centered in the back. I forgot how badly that was off-centered in the back, but you got Ray Childress here. Nicely centered in the front, though. You know, it's strange to get a really nicely centered front card in, but the back is really bad. But I think it's an 8. You got an 8. Okay. Oh, I kind of cheated there. Dave Waymer, Saints. I think it's an 8. I saw an 8, and it's an 8. Cool. I don't think I got a 9 yet. Well, getting a 9 is hard, really hard. Ricky Jackson, New Orleans Saints. I thought this card looked clean to me. Look, the centering is not 50-50. It's close, though. It's about 55-45. And I think it's an 8. I got a 9. Okay. I got a 9. Nice. Love it. Ricky Jackson. Very nice. Nicely centered card. Right. Randy McMillan, Colts. And God, the centering is off a bit, right to left. And I'm thinking an 8. I got a 7. Okay. I got a 7. Maybe the centering was just way off. Okay. Yeah. And the corners look pretty clean. Maybe I missed something in the back. Okay. Yeah, I knew I was going to be all over the place with these cards. Ooh, 2 Randy McMillans. I forgot I had 2 of them. This one, probably an 8. Got an 8. Okay. All right, Art Still. Chiefs. Thinking probably an 8. The centering's nice. The corners look pretty good. Maybe there's a little bit of chipping on the lower left there. Got an 8. Okay. Bill Moss, Kansas City. Let's see. Corners look good. I think it's an 8. I think it's an 8. I'm just going to move a little bit faster with the commons here. I know you guys don't find commons very exciting, but Mike Bill, Kansas City Chiefs. And I think it's an 8 also. Although I say the centering, this is probably the best centered 86 tops I've had so far. An 8, 8.5. Okay. These are pretty hard to get in a half grade. Rarely get 8.5s. Once in a blue moon. Okay, Greg Brown, Philadelphia Eagles. And this card was pretty clean. I like the centering on this one. I thought it was an 8. Got an 8. Okay. And let's see here. Paul McFadden, kicker for the Eagles. I thought it was pretty clean. Centering was real nice as an 8. And I got an 8. And yeah, that's a 8.5s are pretty tough. I mean, you rarely see those. I got a string of Boomer Esiason rookie cards. The centering is really bad on this one. I think I'm going to get a 6 on this. You see the back here. Boomer size and got a 6. Okay, got a 6. Oh, the centering is just it's almost like a miscut card there. Practically miscut. The centering's a little better here. I thought the corners were decent. There's a little bit of chipping on the upper left there. But centered, way off centered from right to left. 7 here. 7. We got an 8. Okay. I thought the guidelines for I thought those was the guidelines for a 7, but it got an 8. Yeah, the centering's a bit off. It's the same cut. Sometimes you'll see a card that's centered on the back and then way off centered in the front. I just misprint there, but I got an 8 and I got lucky in that one. Thought that was a 7. Another last Boomer Esiason rookie. Oh yeah, this had a surface print defect or some sort on the upper left there. The centering's a little off and corners are kind of soft there, and the bottom I think it's a 6. And I got a 7. Okay, I thought it was overgraded. Honestly, I thought because you got 2 soft corners in the bottom and a print defect in the upper left, and it's kind of tilted to the left there, but they were generous. They were generous on that one. I was a little bit harsh on that one. All right, 86 Topps Kellen Winslow. Yeah, this is I thought this was nicely centered. There's a little defect right there, a print defect. You can kind of see it right there. See up close, right there. I thought it was an 8 and got an 8. Okay. More downfouts, 86 Topps. And I think it looked like an 8, and I won't be surprised if it's a 7 though. It's an 8. Okay. Was really off centered on the back. I forgot how badly off centered it was. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let's see here. This is scoring leaders. I think this is a Kickers scoring leaders card. Yeah, it is Kickers. Back in the days when I think, yeah, Kickers were the leading scorers. 86 Topps scoring leaders, Kickers. 8. Okay, that's cool. These are pretty tough to find in mint condition. The yellow borders and the centering is a challenge. I like these leaders cards. Oops. Okay. Receiving leaders. Lionel James and Roger Craig. I thought this is fairly nicely centered. I didn't see anything wrong with the corners. I don't see any creases, and then I honestly did think it was a 9 or an 8 or a 9. Probably an 8. Got a 7. Okay. It's probably that. Yeah. So it's very subtle, but there's kind of a ding on the corner there. It's probably what hit me. Other than that, card could have been a 9. Oh yeah, so there's a, darn it. Yeah, 7. Okay. Passing leaders. Now this is the Montana O'Brien card. This is like one of my favorite cards here. This is nice. I thought the card was nicely centered. Corners look good. I thought it was a 9. And it gets... Oh! Wow. A 10. Okay. A 9 becomes a 10. Yeah, that's nice. 85 passing leaders, Joe Montana. Any Montana in a 10 is welcome in my house. Add that to my PC. Beautiful card. I just love these, half Hall of Fame cards. And I mean, I know 85. I think 85 tops. 85 tops has a. I could be wrong. Someone can correct me in the comments, but there is a Montana Marino card. Right? Yeah, in 85. I could be wrong though. It's been a while since I've seen that set. Cool. And let's see, another more commons. Lynn Dickey, Green Bay Packers. Man, I thought the centering here was real nice. The corners are sharp. I thought it was a 9. And I got a 7. Okay, yeah. Oh, there's a print line on the top of that card. Okay, now I see it. Very subtle print line on the top of the card. That's why it's a 7. Joe Nash. Oh, there you go. It's an 8. My bad. It's an 8. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing with my fingers there. Just need to move some cards here real quick. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. Moving on. 86 tops, Jacob Green. Centering is blah blah, so. I'm thinking a 7 here. You got an 8, okay. And sometimes it can be very deceiving on the corners of these cards, is because of the white stripes that go in 45-degree angles. They may overlap the corner of the card, and it might look like it's chipped, but it really is a print line or a white print on the corner. Make it look like it's a chip. You gotta really look at it closely. Got an 8 there, so happy with that. Bob Golick, Cleveland Browns. For those people that used to watch Saved by the Bell, he was on the show for a guest star. Occasional guest star on Saved by the Bell. It was really cool to see him. Bob Golick, I think it's an 8. Gets an 8. Charles Mann, rookie card, Redskins. Off-centered right to left, I thought it was a 6. The corners are just pretty bad. In the bottom there, got an okay. Overgraded. I thought it was a 6 and I got an 8. The bottom there, yeah. I have to be honest with myself, and sometimes PSA is just is on, it's off, it's on, it's off. It's like a moving target sometimes. So Ronnie Lott, Hall of Famer, 49ers. One of the best defensive players of all time. The corners are pretty good. The centering is a bit off right to left. And I think it's an 8. Oh, and I got a 5. Okay. I missed something. I don't think it's the corners. I'll take a look. Oh, maybe there's a... Oh boy, there's a crease right there. Okay, I see. There's like a hairline crease on the lower left. And it's really off-centered on the back, but it should not knock it down. But any crease you see on a card, it's going to knock it down big time. It's probably going to be at least a 5. Okay, so got a 5 on the lot, Ronnie Lott. Eric Wright, 49ers. I thought this was a pretty clean card. I hope we don't see any creases that I didn't miss. Oh, and you know what? And probably another 5. It's an 8. Oh dear. Okay. I really have to crack the case on that Ronnie Lott then. I must have really missed something there. Dwight Clark, these were pretty clean. 86 tops for Dwight Clark. This is centered, but there's like a dimple on the upper left there. I think it's a 7. You got an 8. Okay. I undergraded. Excuse me. Another Dwight Clark. And I think it's an 8. You got an 8. Okay. It's about the same looking card. Not much different. Ooh, and Joe Montana. I got a couple Joe Montanas. This one's off-centered. Plain as day. Top to bottom. Left to right looks good, but the corners look good. I won't be surprised if it's a 7. And I got an 8. Okay. I gotta double check those guidelines, the centering guidelines. Wait. I forgot the difference between an 8 and a 7. I don't know. Joe Montana again. Not the centering on this one was a lot better. There's a dimple on right where his left eye is, and I think it's an 8. And it got an 8. Okay. 2-8 Montana's okay. I was a little sad about that Ronnie Lott though. LT Lawrence Taylor, the greatest defensive player of all time. Agree or disagree? Agree to disagree. Disagree. This is a pretty clean card. I like this card. I pulled this out of a rack pack. There's a little bit of a chip on the lower right corner, but the card was nicely centered. 60-40. I thought it was an 8, and it got an 8. Okay. All right. Bobby Johnson, wide receiver for the Giants. Nice looking card. I thought it was tilted off centered. It was off centered a little bit, right to left, and it was tilted to the right. I think it's an 8. And got an 8. Okay, Phil Simms. I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame yet. I don't know. He's one of those borderline guys. And this one was a bit off centered. It's tilted to the right. It's like off kilter. I think it's an 8. You got an 8. Phil Simms. Let me know in the comments if Phil Simms is in the Hall of Fame. I'm too lazy to Google it. Everson Walls, Cowboys. This guy was a pretty good player. Everson Walls, cornerback for the Cowboys. I think it's an 8. You got an 8. Raphael Septian, Cowboys kicker. This card was real clean. I thought it was an 8. Maybe an 8.5. This is probably one of those 8.5. 8.5s there, like rare 8.5s, but I think it's an 8. And I got a 7. I overgraded that one. Yeah, maybe I missed the corner. I don't know if I want to crack that one. It's a kicker, and that's okay. I'm not cracking a kicker. Right? Mike Harden, Denver Broncos, and I predicted this was an 8. And got an 8. Okay. Rulon Jones, Denver Broncos, and looks like an 8. And got an 8. Alrighty. Some more 86 tops coming up. I got a ton of them. I think 3/4 of the order was 86 tops football. Okay. Steve Watson, Denver Broncos. It's got some, I don't know what's going on here. Print defect or smudging going on the bottom. The corners look sharp. I thought it was an 8. You got an 8. John Elway, Hall of Fame quarterback. And I like the centering on this one. This was a nice looking Elway. I pulled this out of a rack pack too. The corners look really good. The centering is a little off. I would not be surprised if it's a 8.5 or an 8, and it's an 8. Okay. You see how hard it is to get a 9. I mean, I got 1 9. Do got a 10 though. Really happy I got a 10. Tony Hunter, Los Angeles Rams. And I thought I really like the centering on this one. This is an 8. You got an 8. Okay. Ah, dang it. Okay. I snuck a peek on that one. It's an 8. It's a Dickerson 8, and I really thought these Dickersons. I remember these Dickersons were very off-centered, and I predicted a 7, and I got an 8. Yeah, I don't know. I think PSA overgraded this. The eye appeal. I mean, you could tell I could take this card 10 feet away from my face, and I could tell it's off-centered. But you know, an 8's an 8. Site submitted 2 Dickersons. This one's the same one, almost the same one. And this one was actually, it looks clean, but the centering. But let's see. I thought it was a 7. Nick gets a 7. Okay. I really had a hard time figuring out. They almost look like the same card. You got a 7. Anyway, I don't want to beat my head over for that. So, Matt Millen. Oh, Matt Millen. For you Lions fans out there, I'm sorry. He was a longtime GM for the Detroit Lions, and boy, it was just some dark days, man. Matt Millen, Los Angeles Raiders. I thought it was an 8. Nice looking card, a little off-centered. I got a 5. Okay, I must have missed something. I might have to crack that one. It's one thing to crack a grade, a Hall of Fame case, but I'd hate to do it for a common, especially with the prices now. That's okay. Yeah, 5. I'll take a closer look at that one. Howie Long, Hall of Famer. The man, the myth, the legend. LA Raiders. I think he still works at Fox, if I'm not mistaken. Nice, clean card. I thought I didn't see anything wrong except the centering. And there might be a corner there. I think it's a 7. You got an 8. Okay. Maybe I thought it was overgraded. You got some chipping there in the upper right. And it's more 40-60. Maybe that corner is not as bad as it looks. So. Marcus Allen, Hall of Fame running back. The centering was a little off, but I predicted an 8. I got a 7. Okay. There's a little smudging on the bottom left there, print defect. Mark Wilson, quarterback. I thought that was a nice looking common. I think it's a 7. Got an 8. Okay. Bruce Hardy, Miami Dolphins. And I think it's an 8. It looks pretty solid. Got a 7. A little surface issue right there. No. 7. Dan Marino. The man. Dan the Man Marino. Centering looks good. Print defect in the bottom there. The corners look pretty good. A little chipping there in the upper right and upper right and lower right. I'm thinking an 8. You got an 8. Cool. Marino. Dan Marino. One of my favorites growing up. Dolphins team. Marino. I thought the centering looked okay. I thought it was an 8. I got an 8. Dolphins team, Dan Marino. Marino sets up to go deep. I love these cards. It's got these cool little statistics and the win-loss record, or the team results from that year, from 85. It's pretty neat. '86 Topps Wilbur Marshall. And this card was real clean, looks sharp, centered. I thought it was a 9. And I thought it was a 9, but I won't be surprised if it's a 5. It's a 9, okay. That's a nice looking card, man. I really thought it would be a 10. I definitely thought it was a 9, and I got a 9. Thank God. There's hope yet. There's hope yet for PSA. 25. Okay. William Refrigerator Perry rookie card. It's a classic card. Thought it was a 7. The centering in the corner in the left there didn't look too good. I mean, it's a little soft there, and maybe in the upper right corner too. I got a 6. Okay. Yeah, so this is a tough one, man. It's really tough to get this in an 8 or a 9. So I got a 6 there. Richard Dent. Way off centered. I thought it would be a 6 here. Got a 6. Okay. It's pretty accurate. The corners on the top there. Wow, 3 of the corners look soft. They don't look very sharp, and it's hard to see, but that's warranted. 6 is warranted. Walter Payton base card, '86 Topps. Off-centered, right to left. Top to bottom looks good. Looked to me like 50-50 top to bottom, but it's pretty off there. I'm thinking 8. I got an 8. Walter Payton 8. All right, now we're getting into the lower numbered cards in the set. Walter Payton record breaker. I thought this card was real clean. The bottom here looked really nice. Like, they look sharp, and the edges look really nice too. I didn't see any noticeable chipping on the bottom there. I think it's an 8, and I got an 8. These are tough to find centered, man. These record breaker cards, and it can drive you crazy. This one looked nice too. I thought there was an 8. Stephon Page. And got a 6. Oh, that corner. Yeah, I forgot that it had this weird left corner there. It's just, yeah. Actually, it's like a piece of corner that just kind of splintered out. It's hard to see now. Yeah, 6. Ready? George Martin. And it's probably a 7. And the centering doesn't look that good. I thought it was a 7. Let's see what it gets. It gets a 6. Okay. Show you how tough they are on '86 Topps. Usually, I don't see any real soft corners on this one. Maybe because of the centering is just way off. And yeah, 6. I overgraded that one. Okay, 85 tops, second year Dan Marino. Soft corner in the upper left. These are extremely hard to find in mint condition, man. Any 85 tops collector knows that. You will see any noticeable flaw in the naked eye easily, like the edges, the corners. Centering is not so much. I could tell this card's off centered, but man, they're beautiful cards, but man, they're tough to find in mint condition. I thought it was a 7, and it got an 8. Okay. Dan Marino PSA 8. Happy with that. Maybe I was a little tough on this one because other than this corner here and the centering just being a little off top to bottom, yeah, it deserves an 8. The back looks good too, so. Okay. Grab the 88 tops. Actually, I got one 87 tops card. And being a Charger fan, you guys know that Doug Flutie used to be a Charger. And this is Doug Flutie's NFL rookie card. And he started out with the Bears. He's a backup to Jim McMahon. The centering is obviously off right to left, or left to right, excuse me. Thought I would warrant a 7. You got an 8, okay. Doug Flutie rookie card. Just wanted this on my PC. It's just, I used to be a big Doug Flutie fan. A Flutie fan. Flutie fan. That's hard to say. Like, wow. All right, 88 tops football. I like this set too because of Bo Jackson. I'm a big Bo Jackson guy. Growing up, he was one of my guys growing up. Him, Bo Jackson, Magic Johnson, Tony Gwynn. Those are the guys I grew up watching. Just in awe of them. It's just crazy. Bo Jackson, two sport athlete. I just wish the guy stayed healthy. He would have been a Hall of Famer in 2 sports. Anyways, 88 football. All the 88 tops that I submitted, they were straight out of packs that I opened myself from a wax box. The challenge with these cards is the centering, really. They printed a lot of them, but maybe not in comparison to baseball, 88 tops baseball, but these cards were plentiful, but finding them in mint condition was pretty tough, especially the centering. So let's see. Chris Dolman, Hall of Famer. I thought it was a 9 here. Got an 8. Yeah. Chris Dolman. Maybe because there's a little stain in the upper left on the back here. It's very, very small, but that's probably what nicked it. I thought the centering looked really good here, but there's a stain in the back here. Okay. Move these cards out of the way. More 88 football. Checklist 396. Last card in the set. I thought it looked clean. I thought it was a 9. And I'm going to get excited if it's a 9. Oh, it's a 10. All right. There we go. I get excited when I see gem mint checklists. Nice. I'm more excited because it's got the Raiders team checklist on this card. And you can see Bo Jackson in the bottom right. Right there, Bo Jackson. And I got a gem mint. Cool. Speaking of Bo, I know this Bo Jackson rookie card wasn't gem mint, and there was a issue on the upper right corner. There's a little stain right there. The centering was absolutely flawless. I was just bummed to see that little stain there when it came out of the pack, but I think it's an 8. I think it's an 8. Okay, it's justifiable. I mean, it's plain as day. You can see in the naked eye just a little stain in the upper right, but I'm more than happy because of the centering. For whatever reason, I can't pull a very centered Bo Jackson rookie card to save my life, and this is the best centered one I've got. So I was happy to put that in my PC. All right. Next one is the team leader card. There's 2 of them. Raiders team leader. Technically, it is a Bo Jackson rookie card because he's on the front, but and I thought the centering was a little off, right to left, or left to right. This is probably an 8. I got a 5. Whoa. Oh man. Okay, I know what it is. There's a crease right there. Damn. Yeah, there's a crease right there. You can't. It's hard to see in the phone, but yeah, I missed that one. That's a 5, and justifiably, it's a 5. There's a crease on the lower right corner, and it goes across the card. It goes across the card. It's not. I can't believe I missed that one. Okay. Another Bo Jackson Raiders team leader card. I thought this one's much better centering on the compared to the first one. I don't. Okay, there's no crease. Oh, well, maybe. Gosh, sometimes it's hard to tell with the plastic casing. It could be deceiving. It looks like a crease, but I don't think that's a crease there. But I think it's an 8. You got a 9. Okay. No crease there. Good. Okay. Happy with a 9. Raiders team leader card. Kevin Green rookie card, Hall of Famer. Thought this was a candidate for an 8 or a 9. And got a 9. Kevin Green rookie card, Hall of Famer. Chris Dolman. Another Chris Dolman. Hopefully it fares better than the other one. Maybe there could be another crease there. 8. Okay, there's an 8. A couple Jerry Rice base cards. Jerry Rice. I thought it was an 8. Got a 9. Another Jerry Rice. And I thought this was clean too. I thought this would be a 9. You got a 9. Joe Montana. This card was pretty clean. I think this would get a 9. You got an 8. Overgraded. Walter Payton. Record breaker card. It's a bit off-centered right to left, but I think it was an 8. Warranted an 8. Near mint to mint 8. You got a 9. Okay. I thought it was overgraded. Or undergraded. No. Card number 1, Super Bowl 22. I thought this was a really clean card, and I thought it'd be a 9. Got an 8. Okay. I think the centering was just not quite there. That was a really nice card. I think that's Doug Williams celebrating right there. Could be wrong. Or is that Timmy Smith? Yeah, okay. It's a tough card to get a 10 in. Now that I look at it, the centering is just kind of off, yeah. Cool. All right. Those are my 88 Topps football. Let me grab some 89 here. Oh, some more 88. Sorry, I've got more 88. This is hand cut cards. So these were 88 Topps football hand cut cards from the bottom of the box, wax boxes. These are real tough to cut in mint condition. They're almost impossible unless you have a really good paper cutter or cardboard cutter. I tried to do it by hand with the scissors, and I think I had decent results, but I could have been more patient and try to get a professional cutter. But I just decided, I know what, might as well just do it. PSA, who cares? Hand cut Bo Jackson, Mike Ruth, rookie card. Cool card. I thought I thought it was going to be a mid grade. I won't be surprised if it's a 4. Yeah, it's a 4. I got a 4. There's all sorts of things wrong with it in the beginning before I even cut it. There's ink all over it on the right there, and the corner. I mean, the corners, I did the best I could with it, cutting it, but I got a 4. It's okay. I got it slapped, so I'm good with that. Let's see what I got here. I got some more. Oh. I got a card that did not get graded. Oh, yeah. That's a bummer. The one card that did not get graded was a Lawrence 83 Topps Lawrence Taylor sticker. No holder. Oh. Yeah. I don't know what the insert, but it looks like the sticker is starting to shift off the base. The cards look like it's starting to base off the oh. Blah. Oh well. And I got I got one more 88 Tops, and it's a hand cut. Another hand cut Bo Jackson. I sent 2 of them. This one's worse. Notice all the ink on it. A lot of these wax boxes had black crossouts, and it trickled onto a lot of the other boxes that were stacked on top of it, and this is the result of what you get. The box bottom cards are just absolutely mutilated by markings. If you know anyone that has a gem in 10 of this card, man, they're sitting pretty. That's a very, very high priced card because these cards are almost impossible to get in a 10. You have to get a pristine wax box to even get a chance to get it. I thought this would probably be a 3. I'm lucky if I get a 4. I got a 3. Okay. Fair grade. This is nice to have in my PC, and wanting a hand cut card, encapsulated is I'm happy with that. So, Bo Jackson rookie cards. Let's see, 89. It's my last 10 cards. 89 football. I got 89 Pro Set. Barry Sanders. I've had this card since 1990. It's an old, I had this in a top loader, and I looked at the card and thought it was worth grading, and I don't know, I hope I get an 8. But it's been in a top loader for 30 years, and I'm amazed that it did look pretty decent, and the centering is nice. The edges look okay. I think it's an 8, maybe a 9. Got a 9. Okay. Happy with that. Mint 9 Barry Sanders rookie. I'll move on to 89 Score football. And I got a run of Thurman Thomas rookie cards. Thurman Thomas rookie cards, Buffalo Bills running back. Off-centered. Pulled this out of a pack maybe a couple years ago. Off-centered right to left. You can see the border is just way off. I think it's an 8. I got a 9. I thought they overgraded it. I thought it was an 8. The centering, I thought the centering was just, I thought the grade was a little too lenient. It deserved an 8, but it got an 8. Okay. Here's the other Thurman Thomas. Now this is the one I've had since 1990. This one was 30 years old, and I thought probably this would be an 8. And it got a 10. Shit. Gem in 10. Okay. I'm telling you, you look at the same card, 10 times, and you just don't know if it looks gem mint or not, 10 of the same card, and maybe a 9 looks like a 10 and a 10 looks like a 9. And I thought this was a 9 or an 8, but you got a 10. Okay. I thought the centering was just a tad bit off top to bottom. The corners are sharp. The edges were perfect. I thought the centering was just a little off, but I guess PSA was a little bit more lenient on centering. And the back, I thought it was perfect. Very, very 89 Score, especially the front. The back, not so much. I'm just not as noticeable because of the white borders around. Clean on the back, very centered, and I thought the front was a little off, but it got a 10. Okay. Thurman Thomas. Awesome. And the last 3 cards are 89 Score football. So Deion Sanders. Deion Neon Sanders. From what I understand now, is a college football coach. I pulled this out of a pack. It is a little off-centered. I pulled this out of a pack maybe a year ago, last year, and the centering was a little off, right, left to right. So I thought it was an 8. I got a 9. Okay. Thought that was overgraded. I thought there was a little chipping on the top on the edge there. It's off-centered. You got a 9. Okay. Centering is about the same. Cut there. All right, second to last card. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and it's my first time doing a PSA video. 89 score Derek Thomas rookie card, Hall of Famer. One of the greatest Chiefs of all time. Believe it or not, I pulled the same pack. It had Derek Thomas and Troy Aikman in the same pack. And the Aikman coming up next, but this Derek Thomas was really nice. I was really happy to pull this one. I think it's an 8. You got a 9. Okay. I guess it's really easy to get 9s on 89 score. I thought it was an 8. I thought a couple corners just looked a little white on the corners on the bottom there. I think they overgraded this one. Got a 9. I'll take it, but no. It's all over. Okay, here's the Aikman that I pulled out of the same pack with the Derek Thomas. I thought this was the best looking card out of all of the 89 score, and I think it's a 9. The surface was clean. I thought the centering was 50-50, top to bottom, left to right, and it should be at least a 9. Maybe it's a 10. It's a 10. Jim and 10. I was right on the money on the Aikman. I'm happy I got a 10 on that. I wish I had a Barry Sanders 10, but someday I'll get a 10. Nice, very nice. Troy Aikman PSA 10, Cowboys rookie card. This card, I'm thinking about. I'm not a Cowboy fan, so I might sell this one. And I forgot. Okay, I have one more card. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. 89 Topps traded Barry Sanders rookie card. I thought the centering was a little off bottom top. Centering was good left to right. It was perfect 50-50. I think it's a 9. Hope it's a 9. Big Barry Sanders fan. You got a 9. Okay. Fair grade. Not a 10. Definitely not a 10. Probably easier to see the centering from landscape here, but I got a 9. That's cool. It's clean on the back there. Awesome. Well, that does it. Thanks for watching and hanging with me, and hopefully you learned something. And I've got another submission coming in. It's not maybe a week out from my football submission. It's the Jordan years submission, 150 cards. So there's more cards, and it's all 1990 basketball cards. So hopefully you tune in on that one, and I'll see you and have a good night. Take care, guys.